Hey everyone, I'm here with my 2019 Alfa Romeo Giulia Q4 all-wheel drive, and today I just want to do a 5-month, 13,500 mile update. This car has been a really good companion for me over the last couple months. It's had pretty much no issues. I think the infotainment froze when it was like really cold outside, and then it immediately rebooted. But other than that, it's been just a great companion over the last few months, and I've taken a lot of different road trips in it. It's been getting fantastic fuel economy. I can't even get below 22 miles per gallon, even in heavy stop-and-go traffic, so it gets really good gas mileage. And I know that the stop-start system, when it shuts off the engine at stoplights, is not always that great in terms of like smoothness, and it also is, I mean, it can be annoying to some people, but I don't know, I personally think that it saves you quite a lot of gas in the long run, so if you can live with it, it's not a big deal. I've had a lot of compliments on this car. A lot of people seem to really like the Italian styling of this. They see the long hood and the fancy headlights. They seem to recognize that and see how beautiful the car is. Overall, I've been very happy with it. No problems really. Let's see what else. It's got really good power. I've been able to do 0 to 60 in 4.7 seconds when it was like 20 degrees outside, and 91 octane gas. Nothing in the car at the time. So it's been very quick as well. I'd say it's more like low fives in average driving. If you're not going to brake boost the engine and floor it off the line, you're not going to get that 4.7 seconds. You're going to get closer to probably 5.2 or 5.3. So let's step inside the car. We'll do a little startup, show you the mileage. Door is nice and solid. So let's start this up. Foot on the brake. Starts up nice and smooth. And the bell is a little annoying. If only it would like chime a little bit quieter, then it would probably be even better. I've noticed that the temperature gauge, if it's like under 50 degrees, it never rises to the middle, which is normal for most cars, but then usually it rises right up to the middle, like right up to here, like just then, when the temperature is above 50 degrees. So I've noticed that quite a bit, which is interesting. Most cars, due to customer satisfaction, they don't even have this bar go to the middle. They go at, slightly lower, because customers, as soon as it's at halfway, they start to worry that it's going to overheat or something, which seems kind of silly, but it's just interesting that this car kind of bucks that trend, so to say. I think the audio system in this is okay. I don't think it's as good as the Beats by Dre that I had in the Chrysler 300, and I know this is the top of the line audio system, but it just doesn't seem quite as robust and great sounding as some of the better stereos that claim to have 800 watts of power. So I wish that was a little better. I have no problem with the button on the steering wheel. I think that's a great alpha cue. Some people don't like that, but I don't know, it's just kind of natural. You like put your hand right here, and with your thumb you hit the start button, and it's kind of like sitting in a Ferrari or some other sports car, and that button there just makes it feel extra special. Doors are really solid. Not had a lot of squeaks or rattles or anything, so I don't mind that. And I recently just discovered that the recirculation button has an auto and a manual mode. Auto mode, well, this is off, so it's just outside air, but auto mode, it will detect if there's, if you need max AC, or if there's like chemicals coming into the car or something, it'll sense that and put it into recirculation mode. Manual mode, it will do recirculation all the time, so that's pretty cool. I like the red interior. I have several compliments from people about the red interior. It's a little flashy, but it's like, it looks a little bright on camera, but it's actually a really nice red, and it kind of matches the exterior, so that's no problem. Yeah, so I mean, overall, I've gotten used to the controls as well, and the shifter took a little bit of practice, and occasionally I mess it up, but not a big deal. I don't mind that very much. I think they should change the steering wheel the turn signals, because I've noticed that it's very sensitive to when I turn off the turn signal. If I like don't tap it like good enough or something, it just stays. So you gotta like really tap it. And when you're making a turn, especially at like high speed or something, you don't pay attention to how far you move this stalk as easily as you would as if you were just commuting around in the city at slow speeds. So I wish that was a little bit easier to use, or just a little less finicky. I guess it should just be a little bit easier to cancel the turn signal. Overall though, been very happy with it, and I hope to put even more miles on this thing. It's got 13,630 miles. I've done a lot of highway driving with this car over the last 98 miles, and pretty much this is my average commute. It's like 28.5 miles per gallon on average. Over the last 3,800 miles, with about 2,000 of that highway driving, we've gotten about 30.7 on average, so that's been pretty amazing. It's been very good. Yeah, so overall very satisfied, and I've been very happy about this car so far. So let's close the door. Door closing efforts are really nice. It's really easy to close the door even with aluminum construction. So overall, I've been very happy with it, and if you guys have any questions or comments, put them in the section below, and let me know your thoughts on this car. And if you have one, feel free to send a comment and talk about your experience. Alright, I'll talk to you later.